Fan control football.
You can make the selection on your phone. I got the plays up in front of me. What do we think?
Manziel to throw. For the win! Caught! Flash Gordon! Renee Montgomery.
Marshawn.
Joe Montana. Quavo joining us.
This roof is gonna blow.
Fan Control Football is on DAZN with season version 2.0. Coming spring 2022.
Power to the fans.
Yeah! Can you see?
No,
There we go.
go nowhere. What's up, gentlemen?
What up, boys? Guys, it's been 2 weeks since we've all hung out doing this.
I've been jonesing.
2 weeks, okay?
Too long.
We had a tryout and everything. We're going to get to all that. But before we do, Raymond, the commissioner, Patrick Dees, the founder, the ghost of Jeff Canada at the Clarissa Explain Sit-All Expo. Okay. Stretching it. Today, this day, January 6th, 100 days until the kickoff of 2.0. Jacob.
100 days, gentlemen.
Jacob, hit that again. Again.
Let's go.
Hit it again. And Ray, you're muted. Okay.
I tell you what, I needed that inner tranquility one. I mean, honestly, we were talking earlier in a meeting, and I'm like, guys, it's 100 days. And somebody goes, Jesus Christ, like I needed that for my stress levels.
Ray, you're muted.
You're muted, buddy. I wish I had that mute
not
button in real life with Ray. Like if he were in meetings, I could just mute Ray just like on command.
And
That's enough out of you, Ray.
There he is.
Woo!
Thank you, Dees. Now that you said that, it's probably going to happen now. So appreciate that.
we have a huge show today, boys. 100 days until kickoff. I think like if we were still using Vrooms or Whoops or whatever band we are, I think your guys' heart rate hearing 100 days would have gone up.
The whole chat when Dees said it, the whole chat just went crazy. We were like, wait, what the fuck? Wait, why did you say that? Like,
yeah, dude.
And everybody just started checking stuff. We were like, okay, all right.
That's so right. Like 100 days, it's this weird number where it still seems like it's out in the future, but that's gonna go by like 15 minutes. Like it is wild that we are finally here. And I will tell you, they're gonna go by so fast because we're gonna talk about it later in the show. But next week really kicks off our sprint to the season. And what I mean by that is audience participation, crazy announcements. You're going to start hearing some wild stuff about what we're doing in the next 100 days. So it's going to go by even faster as we start breaking off these announcements, starting with something massive next week. I maybe have never been so excited to announce what we're announcing next week. So wild shit coming.
And I think what you guys are announcing next week is we still don't know anything about the fourth Bad Boys movie. We don't know anything.
We don't.
We just don't know.
Or do we?
Ray's like, wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what? And he muted out again.
Yeah, he
Ray,
just doesn't like us. Just doesn't. Doesn't like us. I have been, true story. I have been listening to Bad Boys for Life all day long, just on repeat. Go with nowhere. Yeah, it's wild. I can't even believe this. 100 days.
100 days. Jacob, hit that graphic again.
Yeah.
I mean, you made them. We might as well keep doing it the whole show.
That's so
I thought there was
good.
some music after that. There's supposed to be some music after that. So
well, I did call Jacob at 1:30 to tell him to put the graphic together.
Yeah, I know.
100 days.
Wild that he put them together at all. I was like, no chance. He's a machine.
Yeah.
Jacob, could you come on really fast? Could you come on the show just really quickly? I would love to hear your secret, like how you got them made that quickly.
Yeah. Jacob, our new, and we should announce that Jacob is the new lead producer of the Thursday fan controlled show. There he is. The
What's
man
up,
with the
Jacob?
legend.
Sorry, I almost spilled my spaghetti. That's what's right in front of me right now.
Spilled spaghetti would have also been great. That's great content. Dude,
Really
you made those
good.
things so fast.
Josh was panicked about it, so I had to get it done.
I
college
called
move, man.
I called him. I said, Jacob, 2 minutes. I need graphics. 100 days till the thing. I know I told you on Monday that I would get you ideas sooner than 1 hour before the show, but that hadn't happened yet. So we're gonna work on next week, which is 93 days until kickoff of
Oh my God.
2.0.
That number sounds so much smaller than 100.
Dude,
Jesus
it's
Christ.
doing double digits.
It's just math, but it's 93 sounds way faster. God
93.
damn.
And our girl Annalise, thanks, Jacob, crushed those graphics. Buddy.
Yeah, thanks,
really
buddy.
Did a hell of a job.
Dude, Annalise is so mad right now because if she was producing, the fact that it's 100 days, she would have tied it to the Bravo reality show that I did called 100 Days of Summer, and it would have made her it would have made, because so she's on an airplane right now to Atlanta. So I already know. I just thought about that. I was like,
oh man,
so good.
Wait, what was? I don't know anything about this reality show.
You gotta
I
hear
know
this.
that you,
You
were
have
on
to hear
it,
this.
but
you shouldn't. There's nothing to talk about.
No, I think that is absolutely not true. He
Well,
was
well,
the most
well, like-
eligible bachelor in the country there for a few minutes.
Put it like this: we're not loving hip hop and still on. So let's just say that.
yeah,
fair enough. Karate Kid DJT in the chat says never watched an FCF game. Excited to watch next season. So welcome. We're excited to have you.
Yes.
Jump in. I think this community is incredibly welcoming and fun. So it's going to be a blast.
And I'm getting our girl Barbara Dees, One Fit Mama. Let's give a shout out to Pete of the Dees. His birthday is in 2 days.
That's a true story. Yeah.
Happy birthday. What are you like 30?
32.
Jeez.
Get out of here.
No.
He's the youngest. He's the youngest out of all of us.
That is not even remotely true. I am 40. I am 40. So,
Are you really? Wait.
Yes.
Are we both turning 40 this month?
We are both 40. Wild.
Oh,
Wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I thought you were still in your 30s, dude.
Yeah. Well, thank you. It goes a lot. So, and I might be a little bit north of that big 40. I'm just not talking about it just to be transparent, but we're just going to let that sit. We're going to let that sit there and not talk about personal birthdays on the show. But yes, It's my birthday. We have 100 days. So much to look forward to.
Our boy Kate.
Me and sort of the granddads of the whole deal. So shit.
I'm the 29th of January. You're the 8th, Dees. I didn't know you
Correct.
were a January guy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
KS Real M Kyle says I firmly believed Dees was 32.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it. Thank you, guys.
Crushing that. My wife says I can't shave because I look too young with no beard. And I say I can't shave because you can see my double chin too much. So, come
on. Look at that dapper son of a bitch. So handsome.
Days of summer.
So
Man.
handsome.
Now, I hated
Jacob,
the movie.
I did see, bro. See.
Let me ask you this. Let's bring that picture up real quick. We have a big show and we got to get to a bunch of stuff, but we got to break down some game film here. I'm going to go full John Madden.
Go John Madden on it.
Yeah, break it down.
Listen,
let's go.
if you look here, he's got the full white khaki blazer. Now, I'm not sure if Ray chose that of wardrobe, if that's his own or wardrobe chose that for him. But as everybody knows, you wear khaki blazers during the 100 days of summer. And if everybody knows anything about anything, is you always put a blue Oxford shirt underneath the khaki blazer. You never go white. You never go black. You always go blue with khaki. That is the rule of fashion. As you can tell, the jeans are a little distressed. That is a classic look. He looks like, am I innocent? Maybe. Am I put together? Perhaps. Is this him as a realtor? We don't know. But to cap it all off, you've got the great pair of high tops under there. Those are classy action high tops. Everybody knows if you're going to be classy, blazer on top, high tops on bottom. Ray Austin, my pick for 100 Days of Summer.
God, all I wanted was a telestrator just to draw in real time, like circling.
I was circling all
I
my
felt
screens.
it.
Or you just bring a whole bunch of shit and they just put something together and nothing matches. So
Yeah.
either way it worked. So
Right, you put on that blazer and you're like, this feels big. Like, shut up and take the picture.
Yeah, you're like,
shut up, you look good in blue.
I'm swimming in this thing. Man, tragic John Madden passing this past week, but there was a little bit of joy in it that a lot of people were reminiscing about Madden 93, which if you guys remember this game, it was my favorite of all time because when a player got hurt, the ambulance would come onto the field and collide with all the players and go, oh. It just would run over people. I've never in a game ever rooted for an injury except for Madden 93. And I'm like, come on, break a leg. Oh, okay. Anyway, it was lots of gifts of that going around. It was very good.
I posted a picture of the 3 Mads that I was on when they first came out. and it was just like when you made the video game back then in the 90s. We're not talking about now, motion capture and voiceover and all that stuff. We're talking about back then. When
Big
you
deal.
were on a game, it was the biggest deal.
Yeah.
And I never forget my nephew calling me. He was like, man, Uncle Ray, man, I'm playing the Bears and I'm playing with you. But you're really not that good, though.
Wait, do you know, Ray, what was your Madden rating? Do you remember? That's a big deal.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. Like, and I see why guys get really, when you really play the game and you see some guys not at, you're like, whoa. It's a little disappointing sometimes, but I mean, that's just
I've always wondered how players would react to that, because I know, just knowing me, I'm a lot of things and I'm a total clusterfuck, but I'm very self-aware. And I think one thing, if I got a rating back like that where Madden told me I was a 67, I would be devastated for like a long time. How do guys deal with that? They just block it out?
That's a tough comeback.
I was like a C- or something. It was bad. I was like, damn, like nothing.
How do you block that out of your mind?
But you know, I don't know if it was that or I was light skinned. I was almost white. I was like, come on, man. I was a rookie, the first one. I was like, they didn't get my color right in this one.
Well, 93, we were still on what? Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So like the graphics really we weren't getting a lot of like actual skin tone.
They're 2 pixels.
Back then, when they did the NCAA, they just put your number up. Remember, they didn't put your name. They just put it was your number right here, and you knew it was you. You were like, "That's me, David, right there."
Yeah.
What you could do, which if you had a lot of time on your hands, like I did in college, because I wasn't going to class, is you could enter in all of the players' names. So I would go in like Penn State, Notre Dame, like all the good teams. I went and entered in all the players' names so that when we played, you could see who it was. It took me a long time and a lot of Yingling.
Jose Ruckus in the chat says 100 days until FCF, more like 100 days of bummer. Am I right? I thought that was pretty good. That was pretty good. And also thanks for the chat. There was a lot of birthday love. So thank you very much.
Awesome, dude. 2 days until the birthday. Maybe I should make like a trip to the Dees household. We do.
I think that sounds all right. I think that sounds all right. We'll plan that offline. I like that a lot.
Your 32nd birthday.
Yes, we got it. That's a big one. You got to celebrate that.
That's your Magic Johnson birthday. That's 32.
That's how I play roulette when I go to Vegas. I play the whole dream team numbers. So I play 23 Michael Jordan. You play 33 Larry Bird. I play 32 Magic Johnson. Christian Laettner was what? 8?
Well, he was 32 at Duke, wasn't he?
I thought he was 32,
At Duke, but he wasn't in the NBA. No, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Leitner's the one I don't play is the point.
But what number do you always play, Dees? Sean Bradley's. That's right.
You always play standing tall, man. Standing tall. Inspirational tall.
Huge show today. Huge show. We're gonna do a Commissioner's Corner, recap the LA tryout. Before we get to that, I'm doing my best Jeff Kanata impression today.
My favorite thing I want people to understand. You're very good. I want people to understand. Josh never misses a beat to tell a very obscure inside joke. Like we all get it, and it's an audience of one sometimes. That Sean Bradley blast, purpose built for me, and it worked. It got me. Yeah. I'm just appreciative. So thank you.
He's a tall Mormon. You were a tall Mormon at one point, Dees. So there you go. Yeah. I'm doing my best Jeff Kanata impression. He will be back here next week. Being very busy right now. Our buddy Jigaman Porto, aka Celso Porto, will be on the show in a little bit. We're announcing some awesome stuff here with the league. Mescalade, our boy Greg Mescal in the chat. Haven't seen him in ages.
Clutch.
He's counting down the days. He's doing Manhattan Jasper basketball, just waiting for FCF to come out.
Hey, G. You my Rick Rubin to my Russell Simmons, my man.
Legend.
Confirmed
number 4.
We're number 4 in 92. I'm always a big Bo Jackson, 1634, 34 and 16. Those are the numbers.
Good man.
The Mescalade says, I understand and appreciate that reference.
That is a Greg Mescal answer.
Yes. You could hear him saying it like as we're getting all out around him. He's like, I understand and appreciate that. He's got that perfect voice. Like he's perfect, man.
Clutch.
I don't know. Is he doing anything for the Winter Olympics? He did a ton of stuff, obviously, for the Summer Olympics with water polo. I don't know if Greg, and I love the Olympics, so I can't wait for the Winter Olympics. you know,
I watched water polo just because of Greg. Literally,
he's that interesting. He came to visit me in Temecula, and he orders his food just like a play-by-play. It's like, I would like a cheeseburger, medium rare. I'd like the large fries. He'll throw to me to ask if I want anything, and then come back. Thanks, Patrick. Good call, and that'll do it. Thank you. It was amazing. It's so clutch. It's unbelievable.
so good. Oh man. Well, we're going to get to recap in the Commissioner's Corner the LA tryout that we were all a part of. It was an amazing Saturday just really got me excited for 2.0 because you know, we haven't told the fans a lot, but you know, we're all going to be a much bigger part of. I mean, you guys were the biggest part of season 1. Jeff and I were just the Thursday show, but 2.0, Jeff and I are going to be a big part of what's happening during 2.0. So we're very, very excited about 2.0 and that tryout, just like dipping our toe in the water of the FCF mayhem. And we're going to get to that. But before we do, let's hit that Ballers Collective promo.
Going nowhere.
It's in the right. Boom. Ballers Collective. Let's go.
Ballers Collective.
For all those in the chat, it's great to see everybody. Patrick has leaked some Ballers Collective stuff to me and Jeff Canada, and it is awesome. It is just plain amazing. I'm very, very excited about this whole thing. And the more I watch, you know, our boy Celso Porto and the Knights of D-Gen, the more I'm getting knowledgeable about the NFT situation and what they're doing. And I got to be honest, I said it to him on the phone a couple days ago. Knights of D-Gen is Wild Aces 2.0.
I think so. Yeah, you can see that coming together, can't you? That's a really good point.
Yes. Yeah. And they're passionate. They are unified. Yeah. They are weaponizing, getting this fan base ready for 2.0. It's pretty awesome and we can hit the Commissioner's Corner graphic.
I was going to say it. You might as well.
Because guess what, Ray? Knights of D-Gen were full force there in LA.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I feel you with the rookies, the rookie team owners coming on. I get you. I love that. But the G is destroying.
Yeah.
When I tell you, when he puts out a tweet or he says that he's going to be somewhere, football players just show up. Like the LA tryouts was just that. Like we had some guys that came out that just exploded right in front of you. And I noticed destroying. He always goes for the wide receivers first. You can always tell. He's not looking at the quarterbacks or the running backs. He's looking straight for the playmakers up in the air. If you think about all of his content, that's what he does. He understands that one-on-one, that man-to-man. He's looking for that skillful guy. And man, I'm telling you, we found some ballers up in LA. We got a couple guys. I won't talk about everybody, but I want to bring a couple names that everybody's kind of been circling around. I mean, we've seen some of the highlights on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. Joe Mathis, number 11.
Like he was good, man.
I've been, when we do these tryouts, you see guys just stand out. Like Damon Sheehy stood out in the tryouts. Ladarius stood out. Andrew Jamil stood out. There was a couple guys that just stood out over everybody else. This guy, like Joe, will be a superstar. So all you fans with the new teams and the old,
circle it.
You better get that. He's going to be a top player in our league. I'm telling you that right now. He is a go-to guy. We saw what I could every time I looked up, he was catching rocks all day long, and against someone, and against a guy that I want to bring up, Josh Butler.
The Butler, dude, his TikTok's amazing. He races his pit bulls every day, and they're fast, and he almost beats them. He can almost beat a pit bull in a race.
I was already a fan of him because I got a pit bull myself, man. So he's a dog guy, man. And
if I could beat a pit bull in a race, I would just introduce myself that way all the time. Like, hey, I'm Patrick Dees. I can smoke a pit bull. Nice to meet you. I would lead with that everywhere. Always.
But he is the definition of the type of player that we want. He's very engaging with the people that watches his life off the field. He's an actor. He was supposed to actually be on the show this week, but he had an audition. And he goes out for our tryouts and run a 4.3. And he's guarding Joe all up in his face all day long. And I was like, and we got him from Paul, who is Renee Montgomery's agent. So that's how all this circles around. And it was just like, man, when I got there, I already knew who he was because I've been talking to Paul and Renee about him, and I was just like, all right, let me see if he is what you guys say he was, and he showed out. So I was really impressed by both of those.
J
guys.
Money time. Yes, Butler was number 13. And if you guys go onto his TikTok, Josh Butler TV, he talks about, he's in his car, because I went down that TikTok wormhole with him today, and he talks about how there was way more wide receivers at the tryout, obviously, than DBs, and he did like 27 or 28 man-ups, and he only got beat 3 times. And he's like, and they didn't show that. And I was like, okay, here we are.
And that's the thing, though. It's we're always going to have, just being honest, we're always going to have more wide receivers than anything coming to all the tryouts. But that's great because we want guys that can score. But we need guys like him to be there to say, okay, are these guys as good as we think they are? And when you going against a defensive back, not a wide receiver, but a defensive back running 4-3, and I tell everybody, the 40, before I get out there, hey, I'm not worried about your times. I don't care about that because I know it's such a technical race. It's just a numbers race. It's something guys pay thousands of thousands of dollars to get track guys to train them to run the 40 for the combine. You have to be trained to do that. For him to come in and do it, just to run a 4-3 off, just sitting outside and just coming from work and training with his dogs, like, man, I want to do like that all day. So I'm highly, those 2 guys really stood out to me. Austin Appleby was a tight end from USC, and Justin Thimes was also another wide receiver from USC, number 11. So that just tells you guys the type of talent that we got coming out to these things.
And this weekend in Atlanta, huge tryout. Yeah, huge. We've got a big announcement coming up. If you guys want to sign up for the tryout, tryouts.fcf.io, as well as Orlando at the beginning of February, which we will all be at. Ray, you'll be in Atlanta this weekend, correct?
I'm gonna be at all of them, and I actually want to tell people stop. We already at 150 guys already, and I'm still getting bling that guys are coming to this deal. So like I'm telling you, man, we're gonna have some solid guys this year. I can't wait.
Well, do we want to talk a little bit about this upcoming weekend? This crew, like Ray will obviously be there. Josh and I won't be, but we do have Porto, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Jiggerman and his crew will actually be on FCF, twitch.tv/FCF, covering that, and then we'll right here, and then we'll be covering them in the future. And we're gonna do. I know we had both a fan captain meeting and a lot of people asking about a little bit of a change of format with a lot of lessons learned coming out of that first one. And we're going to make sure that there's a lot more focus on guys in real time so that we're going to be watching and evaluating and give fans a much better look at the caliber of talent. Because I think we scratched the surface in that last combine, but I don't think fans got it. If it weren't for guys like you, Ray, like I was there and you were the one pulling me aside, be like, yo, check this guy. And so I think we're going to do a much better job of breaking that down, giving people information like stats on their 40 times and the other stats that we're taking that day. So fans can have an opportunity to really start to get to know these guys and be ready to draft them coming into season 1.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing that we got to remember. Like there's so many guys out there. There's so much talent. And I had a call with football ops and marketing and broadcast. I was like, hey, listen, we all are scouting. So if you see a guy, come tell us, tell me, to come find Doncor, tell us so we know. Like we can't see everybody all the time. And when somebody sees something, I was talking to Chris Montoya, and she was just like, hey, what about this guy? I was like, yes, we like him, of course. Doncor is like, hey, Ray, I like this guy. Got it. Yep, we like him too. It's just not on Coach Jinx to make this league. It's for all of us to make this league. We had fans out there. We had team owners out there. Austin Eckler showed up. Destroying showed up. Bob was out there.
Cynthia Freeland.
Cynthia was out there. Like it was the first time seeing a lot of those guys. And
a lot of fans came out too.
Yeah, a lot of fans came out, and there were guys that were just overwhelmed at that whole thing. But that's what we do all the time. So it's great to see fans be a part of it.
Couple quick questions in the chat.
Yeah, so February 5th is in Orlando. So this Saturday in Atlanta, and we got Celso Porto, aka the Jiggaman Porto, coming on to talk about what his team they're going to do at Atlanta this weekend. Then February 5th in Orlando, this whole crew will be there, and then the final tryout February 26th in Atlanta. Tryouts.fcf.io. Listen, these tryouts are filling out fast. If you want to make your mark, if you want to stand out in front of Ray and crew and Coach Jenks, who I'm pretty sure doesn't like me, which is making my Coach Stanks persona. It's going to be so good this year. It's insane.
Wait, what?
You don't know about Coach Stanks? You don't know about Coach Stanks? Oh, Raymond. Oh, man. Just you wait, my friend. Bizarro Coach Jenks. They're coming in hot. So tryouts.fcf.io. Coach Richie, you want to hit that question, Dees?
Yeah, a couple quick questions in the chat. So I missed JD and Q asked whether there be changes to the field this season. No, same size field, 50 yards, 35 yards wide. It's gonna be that same fast game that you're used to over the that you saw last season. And then Coach Richie 22 asked about the draft. So the draft format is changed a little bit. So you're still gonna be able to see the entirety of the draft, but we're gonna have a highly produced, super focused first 4 rounds of the draft. We're actually going to give a little bit longer to each pick to give owners. There'll be some analysis by each pick. It'll give you time to collaborate and strategize with your team and your ownership group and all of those. So it'll be a couple minutes between picks. You can really dive in and be like, who are we taking? What's the pick? And again, super highly produced, very sexy presentation. And then we're going to cut, and then we're going to go have the rest of the draft that won't be as highly produced, but you'll still be able to see every single round. So we smoothed it out a little bit over last season.
And we got a lot of stuff in store for the man up drills, for power ups, and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, what's happening for season 2.0, you guys? I mean, we got 100 days into it, and each one of those 100 days is packed with trying to just do as much as we can.
Yeah. Yeah, really quickly on the man up thing, I'm very excited about it, and we've got so much to hit the show. But we're actually changing the format a little bit, so it's gonna be very easy to score for you to follow at home what the score is. We're gonna actually have the score on the screen, so you'll see who's winning and who's getting those power ups. So I think it'll be a lot easier to follow than we did last season.
And Rick T, real quick, we'll be able to draft D players individually or still in groups. Still in groups, but each team will have its own defense.
Right.
So there's gonna be 8 defensive packages. It won't be back-to-back games. That helps. So.
Yep.
Okay, so Dees, this is awesome.
Yeah.
We got
What's
a little
that?
bit of a leak here. We got tell the people about it. We got it's
a leak.
It's not a bad leak. It's not a no-color plumber. This is like, hey, I found the pictures for the new Spider-Man movie. I'm gonna tell people about it.
Well, so Saurabh Fruity, our intrepid CEO, can't not leak shit. So he gets excited about this stuff. And so yeah, I think Jacob's got a couple of the graphics here, guys. We are making a video game. So this is still very, very early in production. Normally no dev in their right mind would ever show images this early, because this is still, we are a long way out. But Saurabh got so excited about the graphics that you're seeing on the screen that he wanted to tell people, look, it's in production. It's going to be a long way out. But and we started meeting with the captains a lot about what they're going to want, and the fan council about what they want out of a video game. But the idea is that during the off season, you can continue to progress and level up and engage with the games. You can earn fan IQ. There's persistent progression. You can level up, and we're obviously tremendously excited about it. There's very little we can say about it now, but wanted you to see some of those other graphics. Do you have a few more of those, Jacob?
Yeah,
you can kind of see a little bit what the gameplay looks like.
It kind of looks like me.
Yeah, so the play calls. The play calls look dope.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So the idea is going to be, it's a real quick loop. Games are going to be 3-4 minutes. You can challenge people one-on-one, and then you'll be able to, again, your progression is persistent. So when whether you're leveling up during the course of the game, your calm plays in real life, or your calm plays during the course of the game, gives you an opportunity to climb that leaderboard. We're incredibly excited about it. So again, still super early, but wanted to talk about it.
This has that amazing look of a souped up Tecmo Bowl.
No, you know what?
Yeah,
I play more of those type of games than I do Madden. I like real cool.
Well, pretty soon the Blitz machine is going to replace Yoda back here. We're very heavily inspired by NFL Blitz, and you're going to see a lot of that DNA in this game. Yep. When people hit, they're going to blow up. Pads are going to fly all over the place. It's going to feel a lot more like NBA Jam, NFL Blitz than it would feel like a Madden. And that's kind of the spirit of this league, right? We're all about entertainment value. It feels a lot more like the WWE than it would be even probably traditional football. So you'll see a lot of that DNA there for sure.
And this video game, real athletes inspired this. And if you were at the LA tryout, you saw a real athlete going full tilt for the FCF. And I want to show that video right now, if we could. This was probably Ray, you were there, you saw it. This was probably our best performance of the LA tryout. This is the best performance of the tryout. He's usually on the show. Let's see. Here we go.
My God.
See,
go, Jeffrey. Oh,
he lost.
Oh, Jeffrey.
He literally ran out of his shoes. I was literally in an interview and
It's so
turned
good.
and saw it.
Can you
So
hear my
good.
cackle in the background?
It's so
Can you
good.
hear my cackle? Yep,
I've seen
yep.
it.
So that play will be
Oh,
available
man.
in the video game. Jeff Kanata at the
Yeah,
Clarissa explains it all.
it's called-
Exposition this weekend.
It's called the 2 N's and 1 T.
Oh.
You can call it.
Exactly.
man.
2 N's, 1 T. And I will say, and I totally forgot this at the top of the show. This is why I'm not Jeff Kanata. If you guys want to name this show this week, put the name. That's why it's the fan controlled show. Each week we change the name. You get to name the show. I think an early leader in the clubhouse is Sorob's Loose Lips. I don't know if that's
Ooh,
going to fly, but I don't know if that's going to go. A couple people making some Antonio Brown jokes in the chat. Some people asking if he's going to be part of the league. I would venture to say no. But, listen, he could show up, take off his shirt, run a route, and leave. We don't know. We don't know. It's possible, right?
I'm gonna throw this one out. I'm gonna throw this one out there. 100 Days of Fan Control. There you go.
100 days of fan control.
Fan control.
Yes. Ooh, I like that. Ray, put it on the table. Okay, let's get to these are our last fantasy football picks of the year, and then we're gonna pick the games. Jeff is not here, so that leaves you, the fans, in chat to get to pick Jeff's fantasy pick. So we're gonna do quarterback, running back, and wide receiver or tight end. It's your flex. You can pick a tight end or a wide receiver this weekend, and then we're going to pick the games. So the last games we picked were 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
Jeff went flawless.
Jesus.
I went 2 for 3.
How did he pick the Saints?
Ray, and I mean, that was big. Look
was
at that smile on his face.
So
How did he pick the Saints? I don't even believe it. No man in their right mind would pick the Saints. It doesn't make any sense.
And
that's why he's Kanata.
We're picking 5 games this week. These are all the games that have playoff implications. So Chargers, Raiders, Colts, Jags, Steelers, Ravens,
Jags, yep. Mm-hmm.
49ers, Rams, Saints, Falcons. So let's do our and then Ray won with Justin Jefferson in fantasy 2 weeks ago. So
I actually won. I actually won something.
Look at that.
And Dees, we'll give you 20 seconds to talk about your actual fantasy.
Oh, I get 20 seconds? All right, count them down. So I went 16 and 1. I won my 16-team league. I smoked Sorab, and I have now won 3 of the last 4 in my I can't get over the counting. Anyway, I'm crushing fantasy football, guys. I'm a legend. I'm changing the name of the league to Patrick's Playground. I'm good. I'm out.
All right, he's out in 16 seconds. Look at him do it. Okay, so let's start with fantasy picks. Jacob, do we have a how we're picking?
Oh yeah,
in order of pick. Do we have that?
Hey guys, it's Annalise and Moose, and I'm coming to you for the last week of the Fan Controlled Show Fantasy Football League. I thought about a few different ways we could do this. Maybe I pick the guys in terms of who I like the most, but that kind of doesn't work when 2 of them are basically your boss and the other 2 are your coworkers. Thought about picking based on who was in last place first. We've already done that, unfortunately, for Ray. And I thought about letting Moose pick with treats again, but as you can see, he doesn't really need any right now. So what we've gone ahead and done is I've written everyone's names on a piece of paper and I'm gonna put them in this hat. All right, Moose, who's first up? Our first pick, thanks Moose, is Patrick Dees. Next up, we have this, I can't even see around you, bud. We've got Josh. Josh, this is kind of your only win you're gonna get because we already know the Steelers are not making it to the playoffs this year. Our third draft pick is going to be Jeff. Unfortunately for Jeff, you know, we're about to play a video of him getting juked out of his shoes. Being the third pick for this final week of fantasy football is basically that moment all over again. And that means in last place, we have the commish himself, Ray Austin. Ray, I'm sorry that I couldn't get you a better draft pick, but you know what? If you listen to me this week, maybe you'll be able to come out on top. Good luck, guys. Can't wait to see who you come up with.
Oh, Moose Moose is huge. I had no idea Moose is that big.
I forget every single time, and she's sick of me saying that. I'm like, your dog is massive.
Massive.
We clearly need more Moose content.
Moose gets his own show.
Yep.
Okay,
like and subscribe.
Moose, much larger than expected. Okay. Dees, you pick a quarterback first.
Oh, come on, I got to go with my boy Bills Mafia for life. Give me Josh Allen, baby.
Okay.
Was on my award-winning fantasy team. Love
This
that man. He is so fun to watch. Can we just talk about that? He's a joy. Yeah, he's just mobile, fearless. Anyway.
Ooh, Freddie Airmail with a show title, Jeff Cannot Keep His Shoes On.
Oh, winner chicken dinner. Please make it that. I can't wait for him to come back and hear what the name of the show is, and it's that. Please vote for that.
Please. Jacob, let's just show that video one more time.
Yeah, I think we should.
Let's just show it. It's perfect. Everything about that video makes everybody say. He's wearing loafers of some sort.
It gets 3 feet.
You can hear Ray cackling in the background as well if you listen closely. It's
So
loading because even the computer is laughing.
Just can't believe.
You can see
it's never seen a video this funny.
Yeah. Oh, it's loading. Okay. I think this is going to be my last opportunity to pick this person ever in fantasy football, and that would be Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Wow.
Listen, we need a victory out of him. I know he's not very good at quarterback right now, but this could be his last. Maybe he throws 3 touchdowns and has a bunch of yards, and the Steelers win, and a couple teams lose, and we sneak into the playoffs one last time. I will say that his farewell game Monday night in Pittsburgh was emotional. It got me in the feels, man. It was a cool moment for Ben and his family and the Pittsburgh Steelers organization. I mean, he's been a quarterback for 18 years with the same age. He went into the NFL like when I would have gone into the NFL if I was actually an athlete, Ray. I know. Okay, Big Ben.
JG Nab in the chat says need a poster of that. I'm assuming he's talking about Jeffrey falling out of his shoes.
Yeah.
If you guys would please drop that in the chat. We will get a poster of that up on the store. That would be amazing. And if you could all tweet at Jeffrey Cannata, it's at Jeff Cannata, 2 N's 1 T. Tweet at him right now and make reference of being juked out of his shoes. We'd all really appreciate it. Tag Josh and Ray and I.
Yeah. Anomaly says those shoes need to go in the FCF Hall of Fame.
Agreed.
Okay. Jeff Cannata's quarterback. Chat, take it. First name we see, that's Jeff's quarterback. I mean, there's a lot of people out there. I mean, there's a lot of guys that might be sitting this week.
Casey Keenum?
Case Keenum, huh?
Case
Pandoff
Carson Wentz?
Carson Wentzylvania. They need a win.
Yeah.
They got to win. Had we not tied the line,
who are we giving them?
Beat the lines. If they're not even popping up. Come on.
Just somebody throw a name of a quarterback.
Yeah, a name of a quarterback. Freddie Amer says Brandon Allen. Oh, Zach Wilson. Perfect. Jacob,
okay. Yeah, it's a good. Thank you.
Boom.
Okay.
Zach Wilson. That's good. All right. Next up, we got running back Dees. Oh no, Ray, your quarterback.
Oh, did we say TB Tom Brady? Can I pick Tom Brady?
Yeah, take him.
Oh,
take him.
Take Tom Brady.
All right.
There you go.
Done. All right.
All right, we got to move.
Jonathan
Taylor, my running back.
Taylor.
More man than machine.
Easy peasy. My running back. Easy peasy. Najee Harris. I'm going all Steelers. This is easy. Go.
All day.
Tony Pollard. Oh,
Tony Pollard for Ray and the chat for Jeff. Eckler. Schwartzman.
Oh, okay. Great pick. Okay. Great.
Eckler
that was awesome.
Jeff. Dees, wide out or tight end?
Man, I'm gonna go. I gotta go Cooper Kupp.
Wide
out. Gotta do it.
All right, you think I'm gonna go Steelers here, and you would be right. Deontay Johnson.
Oh,
all
good man.
Steelers across the board. Give it to me. Deontay Johnson's gonna have a huge game for the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. Ray, you're wide out.
Tyreek. Since I got Mahomes, I might as well take Tyreek. So
Tyreek Hill. And chat, who we got for Terrell Owens? He's gonna be back.
Great.
Antonio Brown for Jeff next week? No.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Deontay just went on the COVID list. Freddie Airmail tells me. All right. I'll back up. Jacob Boyer for Jeff says Deebo Samuel. Give it to him.
Strong.
All right.
You guys rock.
I'm going Pat Fryermuth, Pittsburgh Steeler tight end. I'm not going Chase Claypool. The guy can't catch anything.
Who is that?
Pat Fryermuth's our tight end. He's a legend. Penn State. Woo, baby.
Penn State always has tight ends, so go ahead.
Always. Tight ends and linebackers. All right, let's do our picks. First game, Dees, Chargers v. Raiders in an all-out airmail attack.
Chargers.
Chargers.
Give them to me.
Yep. I'm going to take the Chargers as well.
Smart.
Yeah, I mean, the Raiders need the win here. I need the Chargers to lose. So maybe I should root for the Raiders.
Root for the Raiders. Yeah, choose Raiders. Yeah.
Raiders it is. Raymond.
Well, I thought it was Jeff, but
Jeff.
I'm going for the upset.
Raiders, and Astrophysical Anomaly says Raiders for Jeff as well.
Oh, you guys are so clutch.
Okay. Next up, Colts v Jags. Listen, Dees, you're up, but I know who I'm taking.
I'm taking the Colts, man. Come on, baby.
Colts,
Come on.
I need the
Jonathan
Colts
Taylor.
to lose.
Oh,
this is Trevor Lawrence's. This is why they drafted him, to ruin the Colts' season and make Ben Roethlisberger's final game worth it. Send us to the playoffs. Taking the Jags.
Okay.
Going with the Colts.
Colts.
Smart.
Jacob Boyer and Astrophysical Anomaly say Jags for Jeff.
Oh, so
bang,
clutch.
Bang. All right, next game up. Steelers v. Ravens. Dees.
And look, man, the Ravens are going to win this game, but I'm taking the Steelers for you. For you,
brother.
I got
Steelers across the board. Ray, you're picking the Steelers, obviously.
Steelers.
He's Steelers. And Jacob Boyer's picking the Ravens for Jeff. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
The next one up, we know who Jeff would take here. That would be the 49ers Rams game. Dees.
Man, it's a hard one.
I'm taking the Rams.
The Rams, well, they don't get the number 1 seed, so they're kind of locked in their place, right? At number 2? Or do they win? They need this for the division. No. Regardless, I think I'm going to take the Niners to support my buddy Clarissa Explains It All. I'm going to go 49ers. Ray?
I'm Niners. Same.
It's a CES
Niners.
joke. It's a CES joke.
Yeah. Jeff said
never
CES
not funny.
Today.
Right.
Clarissa explains
Sit all. So good. Never
Okay.
change.
And then our final game of the day, Saints versus Falcons. Dees?
I'm taking Saints for Banana Leche. R.I.P. Banana Leche. I'm rooting for your Saints.
We will always root for Banana Leche and Moose and Bobby.
Yeah.
Saints. And the chat for Jeff, Saints Falcons. Somebody throw it in there. Saints, Astrophysical Anomaly gets Saints in there. He's quick on the chat.
He is.
Quick on the chat.
Thank you,
All right,
Astrophysical.
Before we welcome in our buddy Celso Porto, remember, you guys can throw the name of the show in the chat if you want to name it. But we've also got a little promo for this weekend where Ray and crew will be. Hit it, Jacob.
We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped.
You can make the selection on your phone. I got the plays up in front of me. What do we think?
Manziel to throw.
First season of FCF brought new energy, with elite athletes making big-time plays in the most badass pro football league ever built.
Renee Montgomery.
Marshawn.
Richard Sherman. Quavo joining us.
In Season 2, we're connecting you, the fan, with real-life teams. When you hold an exclusive FCF NFT from one of our new teams, KOD and Aoki.
This is really lit.
Introducing the Ballers Collective. Name your team, choose your logo, design the uniforms, and call the shots. Plus, get limited edition merch and VIP experiences.
This roof is gonna blow.
The Ballers Collective is dropping soon. Be first to get your mint pass and get in the game.
Powered to the fans.
Jacobs. Oh, there he is, the Jigga Man himself, Celso Porto. Welcome, sir. Welcome. You're up.
How you doing?
There you go.
What's up?
Welcome, sir.
What's up?
Jigga Man, tell the people what you're doing this weekend, brother.
Yeah, man.
Man, we get to do our own fan content, letting us launch and do it on our network and on the FCF's Twitch, and a lot of stuff, man. I plan on jumping on Ray's back, right, while he's yelling at guys to run the 40, right? Thought about maybe having some of the players lift me up and down or throw stat head instead of a football. We got all kinds of ideas. Yeah, so we got with the FCF team today, and we signed all the legal paperwork that you guys are not responsible for anything stupidity-wise that we do, and no stamp of FCF approval. So it's good, Ray.
Boom.
You and me, bro, just run. I'll hype them up with you, Ray. I'm telling you.
It was so good. It was so good meeting you for the first time in LA.
Same here, man. It was awesome.
We had a good time, man.
See, being there and being able to see Ray do his thing. Woo, I wasn't even doing any of the workouts, but every time Ray's yelling, I found myself just running. I had no idea why. I was just like, okay, Ray said so. It was great.
He has that effect, makes you want to run through walls and shit, doesn't it? You're like, let's go.
Right. I was tired. Don't know why.
Well, Jacob, talk a little bit about what do you have planned, right? I know you're going to be on Twitch.tv/FCF right here. You're bringing a whole crew with you. Like, what's your plan to cover the tryout?
Yeah, so me and the JMP crew, Stathead, TGP, Kung Fu D, AJ, we're all going out. We're going to be there at 7 a.m. the minute it opens up. We're going to be taking notes. We want to get players' names. We want to get numbers. We want to see what they've done all day. We're going to capture some footage ourselves and bring what a lot of us fans wanted to see last time, right? And kind of give our inputs, but we want to put a big focus on defense. I mean, from season 1, 4 teams to now 8 teams that we're actually going to have defenses. Ooh, Ray, you're going to be like, okay, we can talk today, Jigga, because I know, right? Defense.
I know, and that's what I keep saying. Like you always gonna get all these wide receivers everywhere. They're always gonna come out, but you got to find some cover guys. That's the biggest thing. You got to find some cover guys that's got to do the man up drill. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find some dogs. So I love it. This is
we've got a lot planned. We definitely want to get that defense coverage and the guys segments, and we're ready.
Are we going to try and turn some wideouts into DBs, Ray? Are you going to?
We may.
See?
Hey, there's somebody coming. I don't want to get the put it out there yet, but somebody coming that's got some speed, and it don't matter where you put him on whatever side of the field. This dude can. When I tell you this dude can run, that 4.3 that Josh Butler did last week ain't nothing compared to this. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Are we getting Bo Jackson in the league? Oh man,
we might be leaking shit again.
We might be.
Where's Rob?
We might be getting a superhero.
Oh, Paul Rudd. Okay, now we're talking. All right, sorry. Man, and Jigga, so you got the whole crew going down. We're gonna do a fan broadcast. You guys are gonna hopefully go live right after the tryout ends, right after the combine ends. You're going to be there getting as much footage as you can. I know there's going to be a lot of fans out there. Remember, if you're not vaxxed and you don't have a negative test, we're not going to let you in the facility because of where we are with COVID right now. So be aware of that.
Absolutely.
But you got you got all these guys coming with you. We're psyched to see it, man. We're psyched to see it.
Yeah, and for the fans that are going out there, obviously if you're vaxxed, you're around. We want to interview you guys too. We want to get some pre-recorded film for the live show, right? We're all fans. This is what it is. And the fact that we're being able to do this first fan content and you guys are allowing us to do this, so exciting. And we plan on doing some crazy stuff, Look, it wouldn't be us if we didn't. How you doing?
No, exactly. Dude, I'm so thrilled to really kick this program off with you. So what we're calling it formally is FCTV. It's Fan Controlled TV. And we are open sourcing the league. We've talked about this for a long time. We're going to make so much of this league completely open sourced, right? So we're going to literally open up, we're going to put together the graphics and pre-rendered assets and statistics. We're going to give Stathead that stats API so he can go make content, and we're going to partner with kind of a curated list of folks. So if you're interested, please reach out, hit us up. We want to start doing things like we're doing with you, and it had to be you to tee this off. It had to be you. Like, who else is going to be? I mean, from the jump, you just started making great content around the league, and I think we want to inspire others to be able to do that too, and then give them the tools to be successful doing it. But so still feel FCF, but keep your flavor. If Between Two Urns doesn't make an appearance on FCTV, then what are we even doing this for?
Believe you me, that was my first phone call. I mean, Dees, you can tell the people if you want what I'm doing with the league too, if you want. I mean, I didn't know if you wanted to.
Yeah, please jump in.
So basically, I've been talking to Dees and crew behind the scenes for a while, and they were awesome enough to ask me to come on full time and be part of the team here at Fan Controlled Football and really kind of take the reins of FCTV. My goal, as I've done my entire career, is is just make content, make amazing content, build audiences, find talent, find people that want to work, that want to do amazing stuff. And my first phone call was to the Jigga Man here, because he and crew, Andrew and AJ and Coach Richie and Rick T and Stathead and all of the people that have been doing content with and for the FCF on their own. In season 1.0 and beyond, and leading into 2.0, those are the kind of people we want to put into an amazing stable, a slate of programming, FCTV, fan-controlled TV, whether it's off-season, during the season. We are working with all kinds of talent, not only with the fans, but also trying to onboard as many players that want to do content with us. Give them a platform, not just gaming, but anything that they want to do, things that they have talent with. DJs, musicians, artists, fashion, all that kind of stuff. We want to put that into large blocks of programming right here on the Twitch channel. Make it our FCTV. We're working on all kinds of different graphic packages, and we want this to be, again, open sourced. Hey, if you've got an idea and you want to do a show with us, you can pitch it to me. If you have the ability to do it and we can make it happen, we want to make it happen. We want this to be a breeding ground for talent and content.
Well, Joe, we were just today. I was sending some stuff over to Cyrus and who's our COO, and Grant, and I've sent some of it to Dees. But you've got like extraordinary dancers out there, and content creators, and DJs, and drummers, and musicians, and if they knew about the FCF, they would probably join any one of our teams.
Yes,
because what we're creating is this community of creators. That's it. A community of creators, regardless of what you do. You don't have to like football, but you can be a part of a community that loves to support the same thing. And that's kind of what we're looking for. So FCTV is not just sports. It's everything.
Yeah, I think that's right. I really do. I mean, I think like ultimately we want to keep it fandom is going to be a through line, but like obviously it's a real similar muscle, right? Like again, looking for video game content, looking for, like to Ray's point, musical stuff. And then Josh is going to do this job of making sure, taking those pitches, that idea, taking it to the next level, and then helping cross-pollinate, right? So maybe Jig is like collaborating with this, like to Ray's point, this new drummer or whatever, going to get people in the same room, throw ideas out, and be able to make some really cool content. So there's going to be a lot more of it. We'll be everywhere.
I'm excited about it.
And down the line, we're working on the digital product side to incorporate that stuff into FCTV. So they'll be down the road and when we can get there, but we're road mapping it to say, hey, look, if you're watching a show that Jiggaman's putting on and you're participating, you're voting in polls because there'll be fan controlled components of all of these shows. If you're participating, then you're also continuing that persistent progression. You're leveling up, you're earning fan IQ, those types of things. And so like we are going deep on this program and throwing a lot of resources at it.
The stuff that we really want to do and get done is the stuff that Jiggaman and his crew are doing this weekend, and doing fan broadcasts. And, we want this to be a place where people come on Twitch and we are live. If we can be live every day, eventually that's our goal. Being live with multiple different programs every single day, all in the fan controlled FCTV, thematic wheelhouse.
And it's not replacing the content that we're making. We are still ostensibly, we are a technology content company. So you're going to see a lot of crazy, highly produced reality shows and shoulder content around the league, but really want to, give this platform to guys like Jigga and other content creators. And then also as we get into season, or even before the season, when we've identified who are the guys that are going to play in the league, again, getting them to be involved as well. So
for sure. Yeah.
So real quick, because I know you guys were getting close to that end of the show time. So the email that originally said, hey, are you free on the 8th because it's Dees' birthday, he doesn't want to work? That wasn't real? That wasn't you guys?
Oh, it was spam.
Okay. I still responded, okay, no problem. But...
You did RSVP? Okay.
So the poll went up and it has been voted on. The show next week will be called Cannot Keep His Shoe On.
Come on. Let me know in the chat if you tweeted at him. Please blow him up on Twitter. So good.
So good. And real quick, we got one question from our buddy Bob 8. Will there be fans in the stands this season? And I think the answer to that.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So anyway, not going to be an entire, it's not like a traditional football stadium where our focus always is going to be digital first, right? Like we are a league built for that digital fan. But we will be a couple thousand people will be there live. And I will tell you again, within the next couple of weeks, you're going to see the venue reveal. What we are putting together is going to be a goddamn party. It is going to be unreal. So you're going to want there, right? And there are going to be a lot of those seats you're going to be able to win by participating, just being a fan. The people that are way up on that fan IQ list, we're going to get to the fans. You'll be able to purchase tickets and whatnot. But for the NFT teams, if you are an NFT holder, that is an automatic entrance to the stadium. So you're going to want to be there. It's going to be unreal.
The stadium is going to be so dope.
I've seen some pictures. Here we go. So, Jigga Man, we can't wait to see what you guys do. So tune in twitch.tv/FCF. We're hoping that you go live right around what, like 2 Pacific? Or are we thinking?
Actually, I think it's going to be like 2 Eastern.
2 Eastern,
right?
Sorry, 2 Eastern.
That's right.
My bad, 2 Eastern. Okay, so 2
right
Eastern.
about 2:15 Eastern, live, me on Ray's back, coming to you guys. All right, I thought I'd try one more time, Ray.
Yeah, you did it.
Are you bringing night gear this time? Tell me you're showing up in a helmet.
Listen, I wouldn't be representing my team if I didn't at least bring some night gear with me.
Yeah, fair enough.
So good.
But I thought maybe Frankie in a night costume.
Oh,
damn, yes.
Frankie.
Yes,
Sign me up.
All right, I gave away a little teaser. There we go.
Sign me up.
Jigga Man, thank you so much, dude. We can't wait to see you at the tryout and the combine. I know Ray's excited to see you there in person too. Can't wait to see you.
Man.
Yep.
Going to be awesome.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks for swinging by.
Right,
Love that, dude. Can you just have all the stuff that is going on? We've got a video game, the Ballers Collective, the FCTV. We haven't even announced venue or all these other cool things that are coming, man. It's wild.
You remember like 2 months ago? You remember 2 months ago we were like, "Yo, we got some stuff to tell you."
Yeah, I know. It's so great to be able to finally say some of this stuff. It's great.
100 days, guys. 100 days.
Woo!
Real quick, Pandov in chat says, "I was just a casual fan last season. I want to commit to a team this season. What's the best way to pick one?" Well, the best way to pick one is really dig deep down into your soul. Okay. Jacob, if you could bring up that picture of Ray from 100 Days of Summer real quick. I think we can, I'll break it down here real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Is if you're like Ray Austin, you dig down deep in that blue Oxford shirt, you take that one button down, just one lower, and you look right into your soul. And you say, what's a team for me? Are you a Glacier boy to the soul? Scream out. Are you more of a wild ace? We don't know. Are you perhaps a zapper? You don't know. Are you an NFT lover, a Knights of D-Gen, perhaps an 8 Okie? Or are you part of this unknown 2 teams yet to be named, yet to be logoed, yet to be graphic? What do you want to be? Just like Ray in this picture, he wants to be a realtor in the Charlotte area.
That man is not a Glacier boy. That Ray is not a Glacier boy.
No, he's not a Glacier boy. Not at all.
Okay. He's more he's khaki.
Yeah, he's more wild aces right there. A little
exactly
with the blue shirt. The blue shirt.
I was like, I don't know that we want you.
Ray Austin, boys, this has been a blast as always. Thursdays, tons and tons of fun. If you are a football player out there and you want to be part of fan-controlled football and you want to try out for the league, tryouts.fcf.io. Ray Austin right there is here every Thursday. He's the commissioner of our league, a head scout, along with Coach Jenks, Doncor Hardy. Again, getting to meet all these people in December for the LA tryout was a highlight of my 2021 for sure. Getting to bear hug you for the first time, Ray, was just awesome.
And it was so crazy that people don't know. We didn't even, all of us never knew each other. We're all coming together to create this thing. It's just so. And shouts out to Makina May. We're doing me another stick.
Oh, look at that hat. Are you kidding me?
Shouts out that.
Oh.
And all 4 of those pictures are some of the baddest plays that happened in the FCF.
Oh, send me a picture of that. I got to see it.
Appreciate you, McKenna. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
McKenna, legend. We're here every single Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific. This week was an hour. I believe next week we'll be going back to 90 minutes. So 2:30 Pacific. Jeff Canada will be back. He'll be full of information. We don't know.
I don't know. After that, the video, I wouldn't come back. Like if you showed that of me, I would just never talk to you guys again.
To see our show, Canada keep his shoes on.
So good.
If you want to register for the league, fcf.io, sign up, choose a team. We've got so much going on. 100 days till season 2. Look out for FCTV. Tune in this weekend for the live tryout, twitch.tv/FCF. Until next Thursday, Power to the fans.
Power to the
Power
fans.
to the fans.